Hello, welcome back to my show, Bakathon Season. I'm your host, King Bakathon. I would like to give a shout out to my homie Coast. Thank you for the support. Everybody else, please do me a favor. Hit that like, share, notification bell. If anybody got any questions, go to the comment section, right? I'll definitely write back. We in the holiday season right now. And, it makes me think about a lot of things. Things could be better, things could be worse. Financially, a lot of time people are like, damn, I can't afford to buy my kids the best gifts right now. I can't afford to buy myself what I want at this moment. Probably can only want to eat what we want to eat. Sometimes we want to eat lobsters, or we gotta eat that Roman noodle soup. But as long as we still got food, I guess it's important. You know what I'm saying? They got people out there who are homeless. As long as you got a roof over your head, you're not in a hospital, you're not in jail. Shoot, not too long ago, last year, I was arrested, for like the 1,000th time. Never convicted of a crime, of course, like I told you before. This particular time was a really bad one, where I was at gunpoint with police officers, and they had a canine unit biting the crap out of my leg with my hands up, and damn near lost my leg. While I got arrested that time, I bumped into this person in jail, the same jail, Metro West, the Waldorf Astoria of the jails of Miami. Bumped into this guy named Jonathan Odie. This guy was pretty interesting, if anything. Definitely was interested. This guy, he came from Argentina, but from before that, he was born in South Africa. You imagine that. This guy had everything going for him. This guy, from what I understand, because I spoke to the guy in jail. Before anything, I spoke to him in jail. I thought he was full of crap. He told me he had a Porsche. He started telling me some stories. But when I got out, I started looking into it. Because the reason I even mentioned him also, because this is the same guy who got arrested for shooting up the Trump Hotel in Doral, which made national news. He got interviewed by the Secret Service, and when he got interviewed by the Secret Service, he was even talking about Puff Daddy. That's pretty crazy there too. But I'll get to that part later. This guy, he was born in South Africa. Then he went to Argentina when he was 12 years old, and he moved to Miami when he was 24. Now, when he moved to Miami, he had multiple jobs, throughout the time he was there. Some of them being, he was a personal trainer. He was a precious gem salesman. He was selling diamonds and rare gems like that. He was a real estate investor. He was an actor also for Sábado Gigante. He played as a bartender for Coors Light. And, believe it or not, he was also an exotic dancer and a porn star. Yeah, he was living that real, gigolo Miami Vice life. He had a freaking Rolex that he would go to the gym with, not giving a damn because he had the money. He had a Porsche 911 that would bag your chick in less than 2 seconds. And he had a chick that was so bad it would bag your chick in less than a second. This dude had it, he had it going on. This dude, he would tell me when I was in there, like, how crazy it was, how he had everything going. The condo, the beautiful condo, the beautiful chick, the beautiful car. And, every life is good. Life is good going to LA Fitness every day, working out. He had a dog named Bubbles. He had X amount of millions of dollars from a lawsuit that allegedly he got from Puff Daddy and for being some type of sex slave, allegedly. And it's not me telling his story. This is actually stuff that you can see on YouTube yourself. He got interviewed by the Secret Service. Yeah, it was pretty deep. The Secret Service interviewed him because at that time, the Trump Hotel that's located in Doral, when he got into that problem with the police, Donald Trump was the president at that time. So of course that made national news. And especially in the interview that he had with Secret Service, he was also talking about Donald Trump. He was talking about Casey, You should definitely look at that interview. It's really interesting. But when I was locked up in there, I thought he was full of crap. I really believe that everything he was telling me as far as like he having a Porsche, I thought that was a lie. Because, anytime you get locked up, everybody know being locked up, hey, you gonna hear a guy claiming he was King Kilo, he was selling all the drugs. Come to find out, he was the tester for the drug. He was the dude that people would, blend these drugs with and give it to him to see if it's still good to sell. And they figured like they somebody in the streets, but in reality they wasn't. They just know a lot. They got a silver tongue where they know how to lie. They know how to blend it. They know how to camouflage. So they know how to finesse it. You never know who you're talking to, that shit. Especially, it's not like you got access to your phone where you can just Google this motherfucker that's in front of you that you're talking to. But yeah, this dude, it was legit as far as like talking about what he was telling me. Being an exotic dancer, that was no BS. This thing, you can look it up yourself. His name is Jonathan Odom. You need to see this damn thing. I mean, if you didn't see it, this thing happened back in June, I believe, of 2018. He's still locked up to this day. I believe that he got no bond. And I believe the reason he got no bond is for the reason that allegedly he took the flag down from the Trump Hotel and put it on top of the front desk, and because he had a weapon allegedly at the same time, that would classify him as armed robbery or armed burglary. It was either or, but I know it was armed burglary or armed robbery, just for the fact that allegedly he took the flag down and put it on top of the front desk. And he also got, I believe, 5 attempted murder on law enforcement officers, which bond usually for that will be, I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's $100,000 in Miami per count of that, and they raised his bond to $1 million per count, so it's $5 million. But regardless of that, that didn't even make a difference, because with the armed robbery / armed burglary charge, it's no bond anyway. And funny enough, that was the same kind of charge I had when I met him. I had a pretty bad charge that was a lot, which was basically him and I was facing the same thing. And this guy was it was crazy how he was telling me how he was the top of the world, buying houses, doing real estate things, having a Porsche, giving me advice. He should go to the gym, he said, every day to LA Fitness. He said, he loves his dog Bubbles because, it's better to have a dog than a friend. The guy for some reason, he looked at okay to me. But then I looked at his interview, he did on the Secret Service. And I don't know if it was something he was making up, if it was true, if he was going through the stress. But for the most part, I haven't found him to say a lie yet. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, is he telling 100% truth? It could be. It just sucks that what's going on with him now, because now he just regretted everything that happened. And I'm not saying he did a crime, because I wasn't there. I'm just going based on what I've seen on the internet myself. I'm not doing none of this he say, she say thing. I'm just talking about as far as me meeting this person, me knowing this person, me spending time with this person. Him and I actually should drink coffee every morning together. We should watch, novelas together over there in Metro West, over there by the little hospital area, because I was also injured. He was injured also because in the shootout, he got shot by police also. So he also got injured. And and it's like, damn. The reason I'm saying all this is because I'm like, wow. I could have simply been in there also, just right now, right next to him still. And I'm thanking God that I'm not. It's also great to be out. I'm out. I wasn't convicted of no crime, thanks to God, hallelujah. Because I ain't do a crime anyway. I ain't do nothing. If anything, I feel like I got violated. If you see my leg, how it looked, what the police did to me, it's horrible. But what I'm saying, I'm still giving thanks to God that I got a chance to come out and give my story, talk about it. And if anybody got any questions, want to ask any questions about it, feel free to go ahead. I'm going to keep dropping videos every day. Every day is going to get more interesting. I'm definitely talk about that story, about how I ended up in jail at that time. And just stay tuned, you know. I'm keep dropping that lava for you. You're gonna keep loving it. And I'm your host, King Pakatan. This is the Pakatan Show. And I'm reporting live from anywhere you want me to be at. King Pakatan, over and out. You heard?